Thanks for joining us on this Christmas movie season. Tonight, we are talking about a fantastic Christmas movie, or is it fantastic? We'll find out a little later, but it is new. It's new on Amazon Prime, starring none other than Eddie Murphy. And I talked the guys in here to joining me tonight and to discuss it with you all. So let's get straight to it. Who would like to go first?
Well, clearly Chris muted himself so that he doesn't have to talk. So I'll go first. All right. First of all, I love Eddie Murphy. Okay. I love Eddie Murphy. I've loved him since 1982 Raw when he was doing stand-up. So now, with that being said, it kind of saddens me to see him do such nice movies, you know, coming from like 48 Hours, The Nutty Professor, things like that. Like, you know, the Beverly Hills Cop, things like that. Mm-hmm. Like the last 20 years of Eddie Murphy just doing this nice guy stuff, it bothers me every time, right? But that's only in the beginning.
That's what all old guys do. Look at
yeah, exactly. You know, you got kids, you got to do that. So I get it, you know, but it's still, you know, there's a part of me that wants, and mind you, shout out to the next Beverly Hills Cop, because I'm looking forward to that. But with that being said, I love Eddie Murphy, and he was just a great dad in this movie. The way that he portrayed just a loving father, wanting to keep his family together and doing everything that was going to happen. So now, in the beginning, I thought it was going to be a lot cheesier, because, you know, just starting the movie with everybody competing, just doing the classic suburban thing where they're competing over the Christmas lights and all of that. And, you know, I always, in situations like that, I always wonder if like all of those neighbors compare the light bill at the end of the month, you know? Because they go all out. And clearly, you know, it's like a small town close to LA, and they yeah, man, they really go all out. My favorite one out of all the houses was the Matrix house. I thought that was pretty freaking cool. And they, you know, they just took it to totally different levels. But then because of that competition, they ended up in this weird little house, this weird little like Christmas shop.
Toy shop.
Yeah, ran by the famous Peppermint. And that was hilarious. And, you know, just all of the, to be honest with you, like all of the twists and turns that kept going on in this movie really kept me captivated, because the little people, the little porcelain people, that was introduced probably like maybe half an hour into the movie. And I didn't even see that coming. Even, mind you, I did see it coming, but I forgot about it. And so once that dynamic came in, it was really cool, because, you know, the other thing, because you know, just being with them and the whole magic and the whole thing of the getting of the rings, other than that whole thing with the rings also felt like I was playing a Sonic game. Like, you know what I mean? Like, all right, are we gonna get the Chaos Emeralds after we get all the rings? Like, what's going on here? Like, like this whole thing with getting all of these rings was just ridiculous. Like, it just kept making me think about Sonic. But the way that they closed it out, that whole situation with the rings, I thought was a really nice touch. So, you know, before I spoil it, I just gotta say, like, this definitely was a fun movie. It definitely is. Let's talk about it some more. Chris,
wait, hold on. I'm just looking at these comments. We're on Insta Live. We're on Instagram Live.
Today, and this very show is groundbreaking. Is the first time we are simulcasting to Instagram as well. Thank you, everybody who's tuning in to us via Instagram. First time ever today. And that's why I actually wanted to go last, to be honest with you. I was playing around with it, trying to figure out how to do it. Unfortunately, I have to switch over to see the comments that people have, and then I copy it and paste it. But thank you, Captain Shay Sawyer, as well as Danny, leaving a great comments.
Right. Very nice.
This is a Danny comment too. I'll get back to this after I see the movie. Let me tell you, spoiler alert: this movie is one of the dumbest movies I've ever seen. Okay, and I yes, it was complete.
Of course, you're gonna say that.
No. It's not just because it's Christmas, because I try to pay attention. Everybody knows I don't like Christmas movies, right? I'm not a fan of the holidays, right? I'm a fan of the true meaning of the Christmas, of the religious aspects, but I'm not a fan of Christmas. Bah humbug on many ways. I'm actually upset because over in the movie reviews, we're doing the I love the 90s, and next doctor picks The Nightmare Before Christmas. You know, my Nightmare Before Christmas, December 23rd. So I just don't hit it. But anyway, that being said, what I mean by this movie is stupid. It made no sense, but it's a movie, right? So I take that with a grain of salt, but it made no sense. I remember I used to talk about Pacific Rim, and I know a couple years ago, I think we actually reviewed Pacific Rim, and I said it's either one of the most entertaining movies I ever seen or one of the dumbest movies I ever seen. This is what I mean by that. There were some parts of it I did find very entertaining. That newscaster crew, them two people, as long with DC Young Fly, I thought was very entertaining. I thought Eddie Murphy was very entertaining to do exactly what he was able to do. I love the fact that I forget his name. He's actually one of my favorite people from Living Color. Was Black Santa. You know?
Oh, facts. Black Santa.
Yeah, that was a twist.
Yeah, and I can't remember. Hopefully, somebody can put that in the comments for me because I can't remember who it was. But
it's David something.
David Allegreer. Thank you.
That's his name.
Very good. I even loved it. I don't know who the hell the chick is, but I love the elf. I thought it was good. I love the figurines. The stupid part of it was the plot was just too stupid to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, as much as I would hesitate, I wanted to hit my head or strangle somebody or something because I had to look at the stupid ass figurines. I had to look at them, try to get these rings, that so easily get these rings. And I'm glad they added the caveat at the end of them having to get 40, to do math. Because the way they got these 5 rings was just so easy. It was like you're giving it to them, even though you're trying to make it more difficult. It didn't make any sense. You're supposed to be scared of this person, yet she's not really intimidating. It just didn't make any sense. The only thing is, and I'm going to turn it over to see, I thought the movie was too long. When I went to Amazon Prime, I saw the runtime because I always pay attention to runtime because I have to see how long it gets because I'm always in the rush because I'm always doing things. I'm always running around. Reminds me of my idol. But when I I saw the runtime, I said 2 hours. So I immediately rolled my eyes and I grabbed my phone here. And I started to text C Disappear. It's like, I can't believe you did this to me. I know I haven't done a show with you for a while. Why the freak are you doing this to me? I wanted to use a much more colorful word. But thankfully, it ended 11 minutes early. But the bottom line, and like I said, I'm wrapping it up, is it was a little bit too long for me. Especially that last act, that last scene, I thought was way, way too long.
Okay. Well, I can see that criticism. It could have been like a little bit shorter. Me personally, I love a good Christmas film. I love the cheesiness of it all. I love the predictability of it all because yes, it is predictable, but it's comforting and it's something that you want around the holidays. But I love the magical twist. Like I honestly, I started watching the movie before I actually saw the trailer all of the way. And I thought it was just going to be like a standard kind of neighbor competition Christmas movie where, his lights versus the other guy's lights and that be the movie. And the fact that they have like this little magical element to it, I thought that was really cute. I also really enjoyed Eddie Murphy, which is a lot for me because recently a lot of his films haven't really been hitting it for me. Coming to America 2 wasn't all of that great for me. But this movie, I feel like this is where he got a little bit of that magic back. I laughed out loud in a couple sections, specifically when his son was saying he wants to be a musician and he plays the tuba. And he was like, when you ever seen somebody? I can't even tell the joke. Just watch the movie. The joke was hilarious. Saying facts. What have you ever seen somebody be introduced on the tuba? Yeah, I just thought it was a cute film. There were some parts that were, I guess cheesy, but again, cheesy is what you expect from a Christmas movie. I would say my least favorite scene is probably going to be the track meet scene when the daughter was trying to impress the scouts and all of that, and then the Lords of Leaping came about. I feel like they could have cut that a little shorter, but at the same time, it was one of the few action scenes, I guess. So there's that. But but yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed seeing what's her name? I want to call her Rainbow because that's her name in Blackish. But the mom,
Was it Tracy
facts.
Ellis Ross?
yes,
Yeah.
Tracy Ellis Ross. She, this is her the roles that she usually does, like the mom, the cool mom. But yeah, I enjoyed her in that role. It's something I love seeing her, and so yeah, I liked it.
She plays
But
a
yeah,
good
those
one.
are just the thoughts off the top of my head. I did like Pepper. She gave just enough crazy in the role that I feel like it was a good fit. Like she was really well cast. And yeah, also the twist, not just the twist of the additional rings, right? But the twist of the grand prize not being $100,000.
That was hilarious.
I suspected
$100,000
that
worth of
because they
popcorn.
never said it was cash or anything like that. They just said they always said $100,000 prize. That's it.
See, the Grinch, I didn't expect it. And when they said it was tacos and gift cards and all of this BS, I was like, what in the hell? Everybody done wasted all that electric bill for nothing. And honestly, for me, even with the tree, if I was judging, I wouldn't have given him the top place for that design in his yard. I thought it was a little drab, a little dreary, those wooden designs. He could have did a little something extra. He could have painted them or something. It was just, I don't know, but that's
You know, I mean, I get it because for the craftsmanship part, the thing people got to understand, I mean, like, yo, your art is your art, and not everybody else is supposed to care about your art.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
like
it looked unfinished. If you're going to do the craftsman thing, DIY it, complete the damn job. It looked like
no, he finished it. He just didn't paint it. That's all.
Yeah, it looks incomplete without the paint. That's what my criticism would be.
I feel you, but yeah, he's trying to get the appeal of like, oh, it's original. Nah.
Yeah, I guess.
Bro, that's not it. That's not it. But yeah, I agree with you there. And that big ass tree. Honestly, what I liked about the tree and that whole thing about the 12 days of Christmas, I like how literal they were with it. Like with every single thing, like because I mean nobody really it's like the New Year's song. Nobody really remembers that whole thing, and they really outlined it really well. The funny part was the 12 geese a laying. Like that was just hilarious. Like you got these geese just pop out, just flying and hitting Tracy in the head like it's Halloween and it's Hooky Day or something, and all the kids are throwing eggs. Like that whole situation was just hilarious. And then when she was doing the presentation, and then she's sitting there fighting the chicken, and then she turned it around to be like, listen, we're trying to prevent these problems this thing in the middle of a presentation. I was just like, go ahead, girl. Go ahead. Way to think
that
on your
money. Because she was a prime, the money maker in that house now that he lost his job. And also there was the glass people, the little, the trinket people who failed the test. I liked them. I thought they were really funny and cute. So
I really did too. Like and mind you, the guy with the fire stick.
Yeah, him.
He was just like the R. Kelly of the show. Like this guy was flirting with everybody. No, because I'm thinking about that song called "I'm a Flirt." He was just flirting with everything that could move. Like the man was wilding. Everybody, like I thought he was hilarious, and then especially how him and the girl with the ponytail were about to make out at the end. I thought that was cute. But the only thing that in my opinion is unfortunate about them is that there really isn't much backstory to them. I really wanted to learn more about Pip, because you notice how he shows up back in the house, and then Eddie Murphy's like, hand him a taco. You know what I mean? So like I was curious to see what was his situation, because mind you, he's still dressed like an elf and everything. So like I'm curious to see what's up with Pip.
Yeah,
I know he said he was like some sort of driver back in the day, and he got transformed. Like they gave like a little bit of their backstory and how they got trapped into the into glass. But yeah, I guess they could have spent a little bit more time and maybe taken away from a couple of things. Because as we said, the runtime was a pinch long. But yeah, if we can get a little backstory on them, that would be cool. But I believe it's time for a commercial break there, Mr. Executive Control.
Yeah, take a commercial break and come back. We're going to give our final thoughts. And we're going to reveal some award categories coming up for our end of the year award show on Thursday. Stay with us. You are watching Unpopular Review.
I've never seen anybody killed before.
If you testify, I'm going to put you in the last place on earth that Vince would ever look for you.
Look at me. I'm a penguin.
I'd like to offer a great big hi there and hello to Sister Mary Clarence.
This stuff is terrible. It tastes like...
There are 3 vows every nun must accept. The vow of poverty, the vow of obedience, and the vow of chastity.
I'm out of here.
You will join the choir.
The choir?
We're terrible.
I'd rather sing than do anything.
It's better than ice cream.
It's better than springtime.
Better than sex. No, I've heard.
I Love 90s Month continues with the executive consultant's pick, which is none other than Sister Act, which we're doing on Tuesday of this week, as next Thursday is our award show.
You should pick part 2.
Yeah, 2 was better.
That's exactly one. That's exactly what Mike Knox said. But since we've never done Sister Act 1, I didn't want to go Sister Act 2. And truth be told, I like Sister Act 1 better than Sister Act 2. And maybe that's because I just don't like children.
Sister Act?
You that with J.O.D.? Yeah, you know me. You that with J.O.D.? Anyway, that movie's tough.
Or G.O.D. maybe.
It's to vote when you ask this question on the Instagram page. But who picked the best I Love the 80s movie?
Mm-hmm.
And I hate to say it, but it's James. He picked the best one with the
Weird Science. Well, don't tell him that.
Classic.
Don't tell. What won the poll was E.T. But don't tell James, because he said, I won. But it should have been Clue.
E.T. was
That's just mine.
E.T. was a horrible movie. But okay, so if this is our options for the 90s, I know you mentioned one earlier. It was good. Nightmare Before Christmas, Sister Act. Mm-hmm. What are the other 2?
Well, we just did Pleasantville, and yesterday we did House Party.
I think you picked Pleasantville, right? Who picked Pleasantville?
No, hell no. James picked Pleasantville.
Oh, well, that's
never picked Pleasantville. Yeah, that's Pleasantville. After Sister Act, we're doing House Party. Not House Party. After Sister Act, we're doing Jawbreaker, The Nightmare Before Christmas, and Pulp Fiction.
Who picked Jawbreaker? E?
Who else?
Hey, that's a good one. I might have to vote. But back to the show. Oh, but wait, before we get back to this show, you mentioned that we have a little special announcement, a little sneak preview.
Correct. Let's go ahead and talk about it. The end of the year award show is Thursday at 8:00 p.m. sharp. Because I gotta go to work. 8:00 p.m. sharp. And we revealed a couple of the categories the other day. Let's go ahead and go through all of them, along with some more reveals today, which is 3 for the UPR portion of the show. Best Actress of the Year, we have Halle Bailey. I know I said Barry. Everybody does. Mm-hmm. Halle Bailey, Margot Robbie, Angela Bassett, and Rosario Dawson. So looking forward to that one. And then for Best UPRE Host of the Year, we have The Next Doctor, See the Superior, the Executive Consultant, James, and one Mike Knox. For Best Comic Book Movie, we have Spider-Man Across the Verse, The Flash, and Blue Beetle. For Movie of the Year, Barbie Movie, Creed 3, Oppenheimer, and Across the Spider-Verse. For Best TV Show, Loki, Snowfall, Power Book 2, as well as Wednesday. For Funniest UPRE Host, we have Wick, E-Boogie, the Executive Consultant, James, and Mike Knox. And for Best UPRE Show, we have UPR Battles, The Movie Reviews, and the Trio of Destiny.
Nice. Shout out to the graphics department. Wonderful job on these overlays here. These nominations.
You hear that, Mike Knox? Great job.
Great job. So don't forget to join us then next week at 8:00 sharp.
Sharp.
Fanciest outfits, because this is an award show.
Correct. We are going to be dressing up. We're going to look all snazzy. I think Vic will be wearing the same outfit he's wearing now with the tie wrapped around, because I think that's what he did one year. So looking forward to
I can find one.
Yeah.
But we are again talking about tonight's movie, which is Candy Cane Lane. We have our final thoughts and our thumbs up and thumbs down. So I'll go ahead and go first. I picked the movie So I definitely enjoyed it. This is, spoiler alert. I like the movie. I'm a big Christmas movie kind of girl. I love a good Christmas movie. I even love a bad Christmas movie. So I'm very biased. I'm one of those who watches like Hallmark Christmas movies and the Christmas Switch and all of those. I just like the spirit of it. I love the Christmas spirit of all of the movies. And this movie is no different. Definitely a thumbs up for me. Watch it with the kids, watch it with the family, and enjoy.
You're going to have to click that thumbs up because I got to put
me?
Instagram. Yeah, I have to put these Instagram comments. Yeah, because somebody's watching via our Instagram. Great house party review, Vic. That is coming from the best.
Hopefully he didn't hear the part where I said
I'm about to. I don't think he heard it, but because he didn't make a comment, but he did make some other comments. I guess he did. He said 8:15 for the show. I mean, either way, I gotta leave at 9:10, so just keep that in mind. And then y'all can do the show without me. And then thumbs up or down on Candy Corn. No, Candy Cane is what he called it. Okay, all right. But anyway, thumbs up. Go ahead, Vic.
Well. There's not much bad to say about the movie. It was a good time. I was captivated, and Eddie Murphy was funny. The little girl, I thought that little girl was a great supporting actress. I thought that little girl was really, really good. Yeah, yeah.
Or
I
Holly.
thought she was good. No, Holly. I mean, mind you, that I found that to be hilarious because. That's the first black girl I've ever seen named Holly in my entire life. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. A lot of black people don't usually name their kids after that plant. So, that was interesting. But Holly is a plant that is very Christmas, and how all the kids were named after Christmas things. That was an interesting thing. But it's one of those movies that, in my opinion, it goes along with the Yule log. Goes along with some hot chocolate on a cold day type of thing. It's just one of those suburban feel good movies, and like, oh yeah, I saw this stupid. Yeah, no, it was I enjoyed it. It was a good time. It definitely was a good time, and I would watch it again.
That man needs to go to work. All right, so let me tell you something. I actually did find this movie entertaining at times. I really did. I wasn't a fan of kids, but I don't like kids, right?
You have to. Wow.
And I have to. Yeah. But I did think a lot of the other people were entertaining at times. However, it does not negate the fact that the movie was just too long and dragged, and some of the stuff was just like too stupid that I can't ignore it at all. But this is the movie that's the line.
Oh my God, Dios mío, ¿cuántas veces?
This is the line that has to be drawn when it comes to entertaining the movie. And what I would say about this movie is, I said it right when I was starting this, I was entertained. I was not entertained. I was entertained. It gets a thumbs up from me.
So in your opinion, this movie should be more critically acclaimed than the Batman?
Oh, by far. By far. The Batman was horrible. I don't know why he's getting a sequel.
You're crazy. Insane. But yeah, that's the show, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for participating on Instagram, our very first live stream on Instagram. Don't forget to join us on all your social media platforms. I'll be wearing a tie next Thursday. Perfect. And we'll see you then next Thursday at 8 for the award show. Bye. Who got the controls?
I got the controls. I just I've gotten bad at this part, so forgive me. But anyway, just like she said, we'll see you right here next time on Unpopular Reviews. Good night, everybody.
Nice job.